The traditional model of the museum is gallery space. So you have a building, you have a room or a set of rooms where there's an exhibition or objects and cases. We've spent the last 4 years working outside of that traditional model in our own gallery space. We started working with contemporary artists, 20th century artists, 21st century artists, to change that model. MSV, or Museum of the Shenandoah Valley, is located on 214 acres, the original family homestead, and only about 2025 are open to the public. The rest has remained private farm space for over 200 years. What we wanted to do was to incrementally grow in a way that's sustainable. And so we have done that over the last 5 years, have accomplished many of the goals in the strategic and master plan, and we're at this point now that we're ready to grow. The city of Winchester has been working for a decade on a pedestrian system around the city, and it's fragmented and it's in certain places, and funding's hard to come by. They've largely depended on the state and other resources. And so this, our trail system, this 3.5 miles, is a partnership with the city and the schools and the neighborhoods around us to connect into the existing pedestrian walkways. So it will physically connect parts that are not connected right now.
The city of Winchester is thrilled to be a partner with the Museum of the Shenandoah Valley in this initiative that we're undertaking. Personally, I think it is going to be a wonderful community amenity. It is a wonderful example of an out-of-the-box partnership between a nonprofit and a local government.
It'll bring new vibrancy here. It'll turn it into a little central park here, right here in Winchester, where you got all these different trails and things, and I can see it also being an attraction for being another added attraction to Winchester.
It's going to expand our Green Circle Trail by nearly 50%, which is going to give a lot more options for transportation alternatives, as well as for visitors and for people who are just interested in learning more about the area.
It's about 3.5 miles in full length. It crisscrosses through our property. It connects numerous pieces. There are 4 or 5 different neighborhoods that will be connected by this trail. It connects to 3 different schools that border us. It connects to the hospital. It connects to downtown.
I have 3 daughters, varying in ages, and it's often difficult to find things locally to do with them outdoors that we can all do together and then participate in. So trails would be a wonderful thing that no matter their age, we can do it and do it together as a family.
Any tools we can have to help combat what I think a lot of parents' biggest obstacles are: screen time. I think having just more opportunity to get them outside, to engage them in nature, and also culturally, the way the trail system is proposed to do, I think it's going to be a great asset for our family and for the community.
I'm coming up with the program starting in 2018 for Healthy Winchester, where we're going to be making use of the Green Circle trails and other trails to get people out walking and getting exercise. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm glad that we're going to have a new addition as well.
I'm really excited about the trail system because that's going to open up a lot of opportunities for our students. I can imagine an art teacher or a biology instructor coming down here to the museum and walking the trail system and getting all those students exposed to culture and the arts that you have available.
You know, if you live here, you have a sense of what goes on in the valley and what agriculture means. But if you don't, or if you live in an apartment, or if you live downtown, your interaction with a field or cattle, it's almost non-existent. So we have that capacity that we can do that. Not only have these hiking and walking trails that promote community health, but art trails that allow you to physically interact with art.
I mean, it's a tremendous opportunity. It's very difficult to, once you make these big things, to find a place to put them. Most of the work is very tactile. I mean, you've got to touch these things to get the magic. The fact that it's a large-scale piece in a natural setting, it's magic. And the way it should be really brings an opportunity for the community to come in and really experience art in the way it should be experienced, in nature, up close, personal.
It's one of those places where you go to just get away and just become somebody else, or feels like you are somewhere else. Art is very important in that way. It sort of rejuvenates the mind a little bit.
Bringing culture to this area, I mean, you wouldn't think that a city this size would have this amazing resource, but we do, and we're able to share it with our children, and when visitors come, this is one of the first places that I think to bring them, to show them what Winchester's all about, right?
I think it would be great so I can have somewhere where I don't have to worry about cars coming from driveways, and I can just go speeding away.
We have done everything we can in the physical space here, but we can't grow anymore. We have no more room, so we're still in the box of the building. And so by opening the landscape, it's extending the gallery space.